So William Hastings in 1474 was licensed by Edward IV to fortify 2 sites in the Midlands. One is this one, and the other was Kirby Muxloe Castle. And this one, Ashby-de-la-Zouch, he adapted an existing manor house. So he built a new chapel and 2 towers. Obviously William Hastings had his head chopped off. And I don't think he actually completed either of the 2 that he'd been commissioned to build, really. But let's go and have a look around this site. It looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Some more castle ruins. Love it. Does look kind of interesting, this one, doesn't it? Trapped. I like it. The graffiti as per normal, because people can't leave alone, can they? Why do they do that? Awesome. Actually, some interesting detail in these ones. See the windows there, way up there. Ashby-de-la-Zouch Castle. So the great kitchen, when the household was in residence, the principal kitchens of the castle produced meals for hundreds of people every day. The huge vaulted kitchen occupied the lower part of the magnificent tower. Around the walls is a series of large fireplaces. Here meat was roasted on spits and broths boiled in cauldrons. Look at this, guys. See where the fireplaces were, can't you? So whilst not intact, you can get a damn good idea of the layout. I don't know how well you can see it. A bit dark. tunnel. Actually, it goes through one to the other, so we're going to have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back to that tunnel in a sec, but let's have a look around at the rest first. Again, this is a National Heritage Site, so you pay to enter. Less than £10. I kind of don't mind paying because it goes towards the upkeep of the property, doesn't it? Or what's left of it, I should say. So this, they're saying, is the hall. The hall was the largest interior of any medieval residence and the focus of its daily life. At the end of the room to the right stood the high table on a low platform, and to the left was a pair of doors opening towards the kitchen, buttery and pantry, which would be there. So the kitchen was through there where we were a little while ago. Touching history. Again, there's quite a lot of this one left, isn't there? It's done well, stood the test of time. Let's see where we are now. My word. Oh wow, you can't see the detail above there. Let's go and have a look at that. That's absolutely amazing. These big old windows are awesome, aren't they? They are so cool. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is nuts, it really is. I like this one, there's an awful lot of these information plaques around, which is always quite nice to see. At Kirby Muxley there weren't so many, to be fair. Interesting. Family members of William Hastings. I don't know if you can see that, in loving memory of Barbara Abney Hastings, 13th Countess of Loudon, 1919 to 2002, and Peter Abney Hastings, 1924 to 2002, and their daughter Mary Flowers, 1957 to 1997. Nice. So much detail still intact on the building. It's quite ornate in places, isn't it? Quite nice, isn't it? For a ruin, obviously. I mean, look. Detail. I like it. So nice. Demolition and destruction. So in 1643, Lord Loughborough fortified Ashby-de-la-Zouch and its castle for the king against the forces of Parliament. Such interesting history. All to the left are scars and pockmarks, probably caused by muskets. So you can go up at this tower. So I'm going to. Here we go. 98 steps apparently. Ooh, see you at the top. Halfway up. Nice little bench to have a seat on for a rest. More to go. So I made it up. I'm out of breath, but this view. Kind of makes it worth it, yes? Here we are at the top of the tower, looking down at the ruins. Can't breathe, but hey, it was worth it. Look at this. Wowee. It's an awfully long way down. Well, 98 steps. So nice. Okay, here I go. I'm going down. It's probably easier coming up than down, to be fair. Well, see you down there. Not down there yet. Look at the thickness of this. I made it out the tower. I'm going to go all through the tunnel. I'm guessing you won't see much at all when I get into the tunnel. Good advice. Imagine who's walked through here. I.e. back then and since then. Awesome. It reminds me a little bit of Castle tunnel, though that was far wider and higher and longer, because here we are at the end. Well, not a lot to see there, eh? And back into the kitchens with the fireplaces. So we went underneath that tower, all the way underneath to that bit. Oop, down the hill. We can go in there and take that. But that's the ruins, look. Very nice, eh? Very nice. Pretty grand once upon a time. Nice. Very nice. I mean, I know it's all open, but let's go and have a look in the tower rather than through the bars. here we are. You can kind of see where the steps were, can't you? Oh. So probably started there, little staircase going up and around. I like a lot. I like a lot. Can't help it. And I've said it before, and I will keep saying it. We are so lucky in the UK that we keep as much of this history as we can. And I know they do in other countries, but a lot of countries, they don't. I'm so grateful. Nice. So just for completion, this is the other side of that tower. So there you have it pretty much, Ashby-de-la-Zouch Castle, or castle ruins. But you can see that, can't you? You can see that they are ruins. And then just down the far end there you can see a much less intact one of them. I'm not going to walk all the way over there because you've already seen one. Get back from here, you see how high that tower is, and I went right to the top. Still trying to breathe now. Okay, so these areas there and there, which are sunken down slightly, are the former gardens and the most private part of the castle. Shadow out of the way. What's that side? Hello, shadow. Yeah, it's worse that side. Hello, shadow. There we go. I think you can read that. Oh, interesting. So recent excavations even, can't speak today, uncovered the foundations of a third tower in the garden. Oh well. And I'd imagine, even after all these years, there's still things to find. But there you go, that's the castle ruins.